Hi, hello everyone. My name is Michael Amma and I'm presenting to you the disease whooping cough. Whooping cough, also known as pertussis, is a highly contagious respiratory disease. Before I start, I would like to give you a little bit background of why the name whooping cough. So the name whooping cough because came as a result of the sound a patient makes as they try to gasp for air between coughs. The disease causes uncontrollable violent coughing spells that makes it hard to breathe, eat, or sleep. After severe coughing fits breath, which may result in a whooping sound. That's why they call it a whooping. That's why they use the name whooping. So the introduction. Whooping cough, also known, as I said earlier, whooping cough is also known as pertussis. Is a highly contagious respiratory disease and how it came about. Whooping cough can also lead to pneumonia or hospitalization and can affect people of all ages. Etiology. So the causative agent is Bordetella pertussis, which is a gram-negative rod aerobic pathogenic bacteria. Aerobic pathogenic encapsulated Coccicilus of a genus Bordetella. So key uh, one key function of this bacteria is that we can see in this picture is it has a flagella. It has a flagellum-like structure. It has a specific nutritional requirement for successful attachment. That's how it is able to attach to the host cell. So the virulence factor. The bacterium attach firmly to epithelial cells of, of the throats or and mouth using specific adhesive molecular structures on its surface called filamentous hem- hemagglutinin, which is also known as FHA. The bacteria releases several exotoxins that damage ciliated respiratory epithelial cells and cripple other components of the host defense, including phagocytic cells. So when we talk about when we go into the exotoxins that this bacteria actually produces when it gets into the host. So it produces two main exotoxins. That's the pertussis toxin and the tracheum cytotoxin, which is the trachea cytotoxin results in more direct destruction of epithelial cells, which makes the body more susceptible to infections. Signs and symptoms. There are two distinct symptoms phases called the catarrh and paroxysmal stages, followed by a convalescent phase. So we would like to talk about the catarrh phase. The catarrh phase stage begins um, after an incubation period of 3 to 21 days. This mostly associated with a cold symptom, which is followed by a runny nose, which can be observed. Uh, in the convalescent phase is the stage. This at this stage, the bacteria is no more multiplying in the body. So and the symptoms begin to decrease. So the bacteria count decreases, and there's no symptoms showing at this time. Transmission epidemiology. This this disease infection is transmitted through respiratory droplets. It's highly contagious, as I said, as I mentioned before, both in the kata and the paroxysmal stages. They are all contagious, very, very contagious. It occurs mostly in infants. Infants are more susceptible to the disease. And according to the text, it tells us that about 25% of infections occur in older children and adults who generally have milder symptoms. The disease results in 300,000 to 500,000 death annually worldwide. So, culture and diagnosis. According to the text, a systems approach by Cohen, this disease is often diagnosed based solely on its symptoms because they are so distinctive. When culture confirmation is desired, nasopharyngeal swabs can be inoculated on a specific media. That's how they can use the Bodetta, Gangu, that's BG medium, charcoal agar, or potato glycerol agar. Prevention and treatment. The disease can be prevented with vaccines. That's the acellular formulation of important B pertussis antigen. Antibiotics can also, as a bacteria, as this is a bacterial infection, antibiotics can also be administered in the form of erythromycin or trimethoprim sulfamethoxide. Is given for 14 days to prevent the disease in infected people. Treatment is through supportive care. When the person have this, you just have to console them, be by themselves, care for them, and go. If it passes, it passes. If it doesn't, so thank you. This is my this is the end of my presentation.